Hello. Happy Tuesday. It's a little bit bleak. Got one of them sheets of ice on the front, and I've just kind of tried to scrape it off and just kind of moved it around like one of them puzzles. You know, the puzzles where you have to move pieces around and then swap them with other pieces, and like until you can have a picture. That explained better in my head than I don't think it actually translated to a real life sentence. Yeah, okay. I really don't want to like slide down this hill. Oh, I hate it when someone watches. Thank you for waiting and watching and not leaping in front of my car. How do you thank a pedestrian for that, you know? They had plenty of room. They obviously just didn't have plenty of faith in my driving skills. Right, okay. Bit of a film one today, decided. 8:42. Okay, cutting it fine. But yeah, I may have mentioned many moons ago, because it was ages ago that I started doing this. I decided that I wanted to catch up on the Marvel universe, right? Because I happen to spend a lot of time with someone who just couldn't stand the Marvel films, and I remember watching Guardians of the Galaxy with him, and you know when you with someone and they hate things so much that you just kind of have to pretend that you're like, yeah, I know it's totally overhyped, yeah, I agree, if it wasn't a Marvel film no one would see it and all this. Whereas actually I thought it was a really good film, and it just wasn't really, it was easier to just not watch anymore. So I used to watch them at the cinema with Josh, but Josh isn't mega into like comics and stuff and comic book films and Star Wars and that. I don't know how he's managed to not be mega into stuff like that. He's a little bit into it, but I think that's mainly just to like keep me happy. So yeah, so I ended up just not watching Marvel films after Josh left school. So I'd seen Thor and I'd seen Avengers Assemble, and I hadn't really seen much after that. So I decided to start from the very beginning. And I went through a phase where I just didn't watch anything. I think I probably started about 10 months to a year ago. Ah dear, and I started from the beginning and I watched like one, and then I left it a couple of months and I watched another one, and my friend who lent me the Blu-rays was probably despairing, thinking she's never going to watch it, she's going to get them all spoiled. And that was part of the impetus actually, was to watch them all before Infinity War got spoiled by totally everyone, because it already had by a lot of people, although not totally, because I actually watched Infinity War last night. Yes, I made it through my Marvel catch-up, and I made it through this preamble that seemed to take from me leaving my house to me getting on the bypass. Yeah, I know, I'm very decaffeinated, don't judge me. Right, so last night I finished it. Well, I need to watch Ant-Man and the Wasp, but I got to my goal, okay, I achieved my goal, which was get to Infinity War before the next one comes out, and I've got ages till the next one comes out, which is a bit annoying. I should have paced myself. So this last week or so, I have actually watched, in the last week or two, I've watched Thor, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man Homecoming, Thor Ragnarok, Black Panther, Ant-Man again, and Infinity War. I'm really proud of myself. I mean, last night I watched Ant-Man and Infinity War. I didn't get to bed till like 1. And I thought maybe I'll watch a bit of it. No. no. The pace of that film, it's a 2.5-hour film or whatever, but the pace of it is just really, really good. This is the thing. If there were terrible films, but they were just hyped up for the characters, I wouldn't watch them. I wouldn't be engaged in them. I wouldn't like them. I wouldn't be interested. They'd be basically Aquaman, right? But the fact is, they're good films. They're well crafted. Yeah, the effects are good, but the effects aren't the be-all and end-all. I mean, ultimately, I thought Infinity War... Don't worry, I'm not going to drop any spoilers, because I hate it when people do that. But there's been a few, actually, in the series where I've been thinking, yeah, there's lots of fighting and stuff going on, but overriding sense was that of love. Infinity War was... Love was basically another character in my head. If love hadn't been there, it would have gone down a totally different way. Possibly for the better. But yeah, love and fear. That's what it was all wrapped around. It was, yeah. It was harrowing. It was hard work at the end. Yeah. I was expected to. Everyone said, "Oh, get your tissues." I didn't cry. There was one particular thing that happened that did get me a bit in the heart. But yeah, it was shocking. Yeah, so I've made it through. And on my own. And I've enjoyed it. I really have enjoyed it. And now I've got Ant-Man and the Wasp to look forward to, because I love the Ant-Man film, and I'm really looking forward to that as well. And then I've got, is it Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel, whatever Marvel goes out, Little Miss Marvel pants. And yeah, and then there'll be another Spidey film, and then there'll be Avengers Endgame, and I might actually be able to watch these in the cinema. This is really exciting stuff, either on my own or with other people that I know that might want to watch them in the cinema. But I'm quite happy to go and watch them on my own. I kind of wish that I watched Infinity War at the cinema now, because it was a proper cinema film. Saying that Guardians of the Galaxy was a proper cinema film, and I didn't see that at the cinema either. Yeah. So I've had a bit of a filmy week, 2 weeks. Also, I've been watching a lot of Future Man. I don't know if anyone's seen Future Man. It's a bit of a shame, really, because it's become my go-to, I've got half an hour, let's watch a Future Man type show, and I feel that that's playing it down a little bit, because it's a bit more than that. Not that that isn't a good thing, but it's not, yeah, it's not that kind of, I don't know, it's more epic than that. I'm really enjoying it. I'm on season 2, episode 6, I think, and yeah, cosplays. But I'm not really hyped up about cosplays at the minute. It's like I'm cosplay impotent. I can't get it up for cosplays at the minute. I think I've got too much going on in my brain, and I just can't get excited about the thought of burning myself on glue guns and crying. Which, it's legitimate, right? So I keep thinking about who should I cosplay, and I'm just thinking, I don't care. I'm thinking maybe I just cosplay as me for a bit. I've got my lightsaber. Oh yeah. Have I told? No, I haven't told. I haven't seen you since then, have I? I've got my lightsaber on the way. I ordered a lightsaber, a like proper lightsaber, from Saberforge for like $350. It's a lightsaber from a Mara Jade cosplay. So that kind of counts, right? That counts. So yeah, all I need to do then is just get some more trousers because I ripped my trousers for Mara Jade, and then I've got my cool lightsaber, and I've got an upgraded cosplay. Yeah, I need to maybe have red hair as well, which means this is going to have to go red at some point when my lightsaber arrives. Okay, I can get it back round to red. I can do this. Oh, it's only nearly the opposite of the colour wheel. It'll be fine, it'll be fine. Maybe I'll go back via purple. Yeah. And then I can cosplay Tiger from Future Man first. And then get round to Mara Jade in like 8 to 10 weeks or whenever my lightsaber arrives and I've saved up for customs. So yeah, I bought a lightsaber. I also bought some running shoes. Yes, third time. So I'm hoping they arrive soon. And what else did I buy? A microwave and a chair for Josh from the IKEA. Yeah, and I bought a bathroom cabinet because it was cute, and it's got a mirror on it, and basically my bathroom wall is a mirror. So I've got no need for this bathroom cabinet, but it was reduced from £30 to £15, and it's like super cute, and I couldn't resist it, and now I need to maybe put it in my bedroom or something. There's no rules to say that you can't have a bathroom cabinet in your bedroom. So yeah, that's what's going to happen. So I've not done much exercise. I did a big walk actually on Sunday with the dog. I've not had much exercise, but I seem to have got a lot of poo done, if you know what I'm saying. So I'm feeling alright. I did a fasting day yesterday as well, so I'm feeling all kind of healthy in that. Yeah. Oh. Let's touch and go. Okay. Oh. It's a bit narrow. If it just moved up. Just moved that either way, really. I'm gonna do it. Another car's following me down like he wants to get a piece on the action. I don't think he can. See, these park I think these park far apart so people wouldn't be able to fit in there, so that they won't get the bits bashed. I haven't backfired on them, didn't it really? I'm not bashing the bits. But I am choking. Actually squeeze in a pretty small spot when you're a pretty small car. Let's get it straight though. Close to him now. A bit further from him. Oh, try again. Let's equalise it a bit. I'm a bugger. I'm a bugger for this. It's got a bigger door that side, and I don't want him to clunk me. Big door, but I feel like he loves that door. It's a bit of a posh car. It's got black and chrome and stuff on it. I don't think that he'd want to like get plebeian Hyundai paint on his door. I reckon he's more likely to climb through. To be honest, I had this stupid thought. I thought maybe he would get in the car, reverse it, and then open the door, but from that side, and that. Physics wouldn't let that happen. Okay, 8:55. This is like the closest I've been to being late. I'm going to go. Alright, I'm going to see you next week, later in the week. At some point, delete as appropriate. Bye.